Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, live from Studio 630 in the burbs of Chicago. It is time now for another episode of Outside the Box. Outside the Box. With your hosts, Oz Osborne and Pee Wee Taylor.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode, what are we on now? 12?
12.
This is 12.
Yes.
I am your host, Oz, and when I am not doing podcasting or working on cars, I am also a lawn gnome. Pee-wee?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm all right.
So, we've made it to number 12.
Number 12.
We're switching it up just a little bit, and as you can see, we are now high definition.
1080.
1080.
So now you get to see the...
And
we're going to have to start wearing makeup.
I'm glad we didn't go from... I don't even think that last camera
Dude,
was
we don't
720.
need 4K. At this rate, with how much better this camera is, we don't need 4K, and I don't think our viewers want 4K.
We would scare people away.
Ah!
So, we are making some changes, guys. Like I said, we are now in 1080p, which is cool. So, if you've got us on the big screen in your living room,
we look a little bit better.
We might look fabulous.
We might actually look like regular TV. We won't look like a YouTube video.
I know when we turned this thing on, I looked at it and I was like, holy shit. And then Pee-wee walked in. I'm like, dude, look at that thing. And he's like, oh, wow.
It's night and day.
It
is so much better. I can't believe how much better that camera is.
So I hope you guys are liking the changes and make it a little more entertaining. We got our new program as well.
Yes.
Which, dude, I am already like... How do I use this?
A little more advanced than what we had.
I'm a little overwhelmed. So I may have to ask out for some help from some people that I know, but I'll figure it out. It's definitely a lot, and it's cool. In our last 2 episodes now, I played with a little bit. I think the first one, number 10, which just...
Yeah, 10 is right after we got it.
10 is like right now. That's way fucked up to say right now because when they're watching this, it's going to be like 3 episodes. Okay, anyway. But anyway,
it's going to be a little, yeah.
In episode 10, I used it just to do the intro, the segments between, and I was able to pop color on it. And I noticed when I did that the camera was just not working anymore.
Wait until you do it with this one.
So definitely happy with that. And we'll definitely figure out some more, but hopefully it's getting a little better. We're also doing things a little bit different here. We're going to shorten segments a little bit. We're also going to make it so that when we do an interview, just like today, with Miss Jamie Stavert, we didn't want to cut our conversation short. It was very apparent when we did ours that there's a lot more, and we wish we can go back now and do more with Randode and James and all them people, and we will get them back on to do it, but we don't want to cut the conversations off. So we're going to do each episode into 2, or each,
We're trying to spread it out so it's not, an hour and a half of content. You're going to...
Yeah. So we don't want to cut the conversation off, but we're going to give you all that content that we're getting. So we're doing that. We're also going to shorten these up into little segments, too, that we're going to keep things so that I can play around with more stuff because I found this really cool news intro that I really want to use.
Oh, I love that thing. I was playing with that at the store.
The funny thing is, when I edited number 10, I was doing it before the program got here, and I had it so that like right above our heads when we did the news, it had this thing spinning. I was really stoked, and then I took it off. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do. So right now we're gonna start off. We did our intro. We're gonna do our updates, which we just updated you on our situation with the podcast. I say podcast, videocast, whatever.
Whatever, same idea.
Pee-wee,
Yes.
what you been up to?
Car's almost done. So I got that going on. We have these now that you have taken the time to put the finish on and do the work on them. Look at these. Look at this. Everyone's like, why the hazard button? And I'm starting to think the same thing.
I was gonna tell you, get rid of the fucking hazard button, but
With the rest of it to go with it.
this piece right here for you guys with the XB2s, if you look at the back, you'll know that it's two pieces. I glued it together. I then took and filled all of the grooves that they put in it to give it that
And
texture.
the top Scion badge where the hazard button was up top.
It's over here now. We moved it an inch. Actually, no.
No, it
was
moves it
here.
over to
was
the
over
opposite end.
here. I'm going to work on my hand modeling skills.
You know what though? I mean, it's gonna change color again. We can rehash it. And
Are you kidding me? I went through major extra
I'll
work
keep the
to
hazard
that.
button there. Whatever.
Fuck
You
it.
know what?
I'll fill
I
it
don't-
now,
I haven't
goddammit.
seen- You know why I did that? I haven't seen anyone else do it. So there, I'm the first.
I would have just changed
He
it.
made it, but I'm the first to have that idea. So. There
So
we go.
Pee-wee's got those pieces done, or no, they're not done. They're ready for clear.
World of Wheels prep.
World of Wheels. What else did you do? You were doing some other stuff too. Headliner. You did?
Yep, headliner's done and in. I redid all the air management, all the wiring, and replumbed it.
So
It's the same box, but it's just better. It's done more thorough and
A little more detail.
a little more detail, a little more interesting to look at.
What have I been doing?
What have you been doing?
I worked on your shit.
You did work on my shit.
And the sad thing is, I did some work on Das Creature, but I didn't even do it. I got me a nice new
That thing is jewelry.
Toyota emblem here.
It is like perfectly gloss black.
And I'll tell you, I didn't do it. I was at work, and my buddy Joe at work was painting some black, and I had just asked one of the body men if they had an emblem that would fit, and he goes, "Here." So I went out, put it up the car, said, "This is it." Took it in, said, "Joe, you're spraying black. Spray this black." Okay.
Here, while you're in there, why you got that gun going?
So that just leaves me to this. I'm going to put it up. I got a Scion emblem on the front of my XB now that I'm going to need to get rid of. So if anybody wants a black and green Scion emblem, let me know, and maybe we'll get rid of it.
You know, I would have kept a Scion badge. I couldn't find one that was chrome. I mean, I could make it chrome, but the Toyota one's already chrome. That's why I did the
The
Toyota.
Toyota one's cool. And what else did I do? Let me see. Let me go over
That's how
here.
it's done in Australia.
I got me a shift knob I'm working on. This is here. Ooh, look at that. You can actually see.
I know. That camera's awesome.
This is a shift knob that needs to be done. Another vehicle going to World of Wheels. This is for Mr. Brian at Dark Side Upholstery. Embroidery.
Oops.
Brian, maybe you need to do upholstery.
He does
now.
upholstery. He did help me do my headliner.
This is for him. Basically, I just did it red. This has been a lot of work done to this. This was a vulture that was then, I cut the head off, reshaped it, took the neck out, reshaped the beak. The beak is now silver leaf. The talons are now silver leaf. And the rest of this is going to get painted. And it'll be at World of Wheels in, 2 weeks?
Yeah. 2 weeks. Autorama's next week, and then the week after is World Wheels.
Then I know, you guys, this is not a Scion.
That's not even a Toyota.
This is not even an import. This is an
What
engine
the
cover
fuck is
I
going
got
on?
for a Ford Focus, right?
Yeah, ST, right?
Yeah, ST. It's an engine cover I did. I'm working on another one that's going into the show. Guy wants the blue line flag put on it, which is going to be what I'm doing probably tomorrow. So we'll get some of that done. But that's what I've been working on.
Should I tell everyone I'm doing an oil change tomorrow?
No. I need to do one. So that's our updates for now, guys. We're gonna go and click the off button, and we are gonna go to our next segment, which would be
the interview,
the news.
The news.
You're not looking at the timeline.
Oh, great.
See, it's new to him. I gotta get him to pay attention at the meeting. Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next section. Welcome everybody to the news portion of our program, showgram. What do we want to call this now?
Videocast.
Oh, thanks. How original.
I'm good for something.
All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we've scoured the interwebs.
Yes.
And we've got some topics that we think are newsworthy. So first off, we're going to start off with something that caught my eye. This is
pressing news.
This is pressing news, and we've got to bring it up to you guys right now. This is Mr. Steve Ball. He needs your work because otherwise he's going to do stuff like this.
He's too busy dancing around.
My glow sticks.
Oh, the spinner things? God, I remember when everyone thought that was cool.
You guys... He needs a little more practice if he's going to go up against Kalani.
Just a little bit.
So let's just get him some work and keep him busy so he doesn't have to dance like this.
Eat your heart out, Kalani.
Yeah, that's a debate.
Oh, that was fun.
That's up for debate. Moving on.
Moving on. So let me click on this thing here. Oh, I did it! I hit the wrong mouse, Pee-wee.
Did you do it?
Oh, dude, I didn't. Could have just hit that and it would have went. So, we're going to talk about a few things. We here at the Videocast are following our lifestyle, the podcast, all the time. And we heard about their show, the After Dark. And it just so happens that our worlds intermingle a little bit because our friend here, Dustin Boone, with Minty... This is actually a shot from the show, who always has such a killer display, mind you. Mr. Dustin took home a top 25. I did talk to him a little bit about it, about seeing if he had any pictures. He didn't think he had any. But I did steal this one from his page. He got a top 25. He didn't get a mention on our lifestyle, mind you.
Is he the first XB to be mentioned on that podcast?
Yeah, I think so. Well, no.
No, I don't know who. I haven't listened to all of them.
There is Mr. Rich Waterman, who is also an XP member.
That's okay. Granted, yes.
So we're invading. We're taking over that podcast too. But it's cool. Not only did he say that he took home one, he said there was 5 other XBs there. So
that's good turnout.
That's a pretty good turnout for Florida.
That's good turnout.
I don't know who it was, but if you guys were there, let us know. We'd like to hear it. But we do know that another vehicle was there, and I really do not know how to say your name.
Swing and miss. Just send it.
Okay, Pee-wee. How do you say that? The sad thing is I've talked to him.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
I don't know, dude. I don't want to fuck
I'm sorry,
that up.
man. We don't want to destroy your name.
We're really good for
you
that.
guys have seen this guy's vehicle on our couple of pages. I think
it's
was it
sweet looking.
Box Lifestyle, I think is where it debuted, I believe. he also took home a top 25. And not only did he take home a top 25, but we get to call him brother soon. Because
That's right.
Another show
That's
that I
right.
saw him at,
No.
he got the petitioning sunset logo. And I talked to him about that, and I'm really proud to have him come on. And we hope to get to see you soon. Because we've got some stuff going on that we're going to talk about. That we may be down in your neck of the woods.
We might be down there.
So, but anyway, we want to congratulate both Dustin and Mr. J. I'll call him Mr. J.
There you go.
Mr. J. I'm sorry, man. I'll have you. I'll hit you up on my video chat, and you can.
Modern
tell us
problems require modern solutions.
I am almost illiterate. I'll just say that.
The public school system failed us.
And I grabbed that fucking mouse again.
Oh no!
But look at this thing. It's just freaking beautiful,
It
wide
is
body,
pretty.
and everything. I'm in love with this car.
Pops.
Next, we got Bovagon number 4 in Orlando, Florida at UTI on October 4th. The date is out, and
Mark your calendars and make your plans.
mark your calendars now. Let's see if we can get down there. I know that Pee Wee and I said last year we wanted to go, and then we just pushed out.
We did bitch out a little bit.
We bitched out on that
And
one.
I want to let everyone know that UTI stands for Universal Technical Institute.
Are you sure?
Don't confuse that with the other UTI.
Urinary tract.
I just had to throw that in there. Just so people weren't like,
Yes. Do not bring your urinary tract
Oh,
infections
yeah.
to
Don't do-
Universal
don't do
Technical
that.
Institute.
That's-
Does not work.
don't do that.
But we're trying to work on some things to see if we can get down there. We got a nice little invite from Mr. Rick.
Yes.
Mr. Rick. I fucking had that until the camera comes on.
I know.
It's Rick Waterman from All Time Low. It's Rich from Box Lifestyle. That's how I remembered it in my head, and then the camera comes on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so
I don't.
there you go. You got the dates. If you guys are planning on going, let us know because we've got some stuff brewing
If
here.
you're on the way to there from down from the north,
Did I just bless everybody?
I don't.
Go forth and prosper.
We gotta do the whole thing.
I don't know.
Whatever.
And the sad thing is, we really have not been drinking this time.
No, not this episode. No.
But anyway, guys, we want to hit this up. This show looks amazing. All box stuff. You know, I guess it's vans, wagons, and boxes. Amazing shit that was down there, man. The pictures were amazing. And what we're toying with the idea of is, do we say it?
Send it.
Send it?
Send it.
Here's the idea. Pee Wee and I, we're up here in Chicago. I talked to Mr.
Rake.
Rake. It's like I
Rake.
got him on speed dial.
Yeah.
Talked to Mr. Travis Rake. He's going. He is a little ways away from us.
Yeah. He's like South Bend, Indiana, like way down there.
South Bend, Indiana is not that far. He's
Okay, but
southern Indiana.
he's hours from us.
Yes.
So
he's a couple hours away at least down there. We want to find a route that goes from here to there. We've
Florida.
also talked about some other names. Dustin Boone, your name came up. James, I don't remember his last name. With the
Yurko?
No, not Yorko. James with the Anime XB.
Oh shit! I don't know.
He's also-
I know who he is. I don't know.
He's also in Tennessee. I'm sorry. If I know your last
If
name, I'd
you've
probably
seen it,
destroy
you know
anyway.
it. It's got the anime. It's white. It's got a roof.
We're going to reach out to you guys and
I like
see
it.
if you're interested in going. What we're thinking about doing is we're going to ride down. We've also talked to Mr. Jim Jurensic. Did I say his name right?
You got it close enough.
We're talking to him to see if he's going to have his done in time. So we've said something to him because it would be amazing to have
He's a
him in
maybe.
there.
He's a maybe right
And
now.
it'd
Isn't he?
be we're trying to put this together. So we said something to him. He might be, maybe not. We don't know yet. Basically, what we're doing is we're putting this together so we don't bitch out. Is what's going on. But we want to drive down, meet up Mr. Travis, maybe Dustin, maybe James, maybe who else. We're going to throw our nice new fancy camera in the car with
Take it for a ride.
a laptop. We're going to drive down, take some video, shoot some content for this, and just make a good time out of it. And maybe if we're going, you guys want to go, you let us know. We'll meet you along the way. We'll figure out a route when we figure out who's going, and we will let you guys know. And if you can't make it, maybe we'll just stop for dinner somewhere, and we can have a dinner and meet more people. Because what we really want to do is we really want to keep bringing all of us back together here. I've been in this state too damn long to meet some of these people, and we want to put it together. So
that, and it's like fun to drive. You ever driven with more than like 5 XBs? Well, I know you have.
Yeah,
but it's so fun.
It's definitely fun. Any amount of vehicles at that. But that's an idea, and we'll continue to put that together. If you guys are interested, let us know, because
hit us up.
We'll figure it out. I know they do it down on the East Coast, and last year we were planning on kind of meeting with them. I think with us, we're just going to go down through Indiana, Tennessee, and go down that way. And maybe
Georgia too, right?
Maybe along the line, if they are still doing that other East Coast one, maybe at some point we can meet them, and then we can all roll.
This might be a total clusterfuck, but I want to try.
Yeah.
So I think it'll work. We'll make it happen.
So that's the idea for that. Damn it! I clicked the wrong mouse again. So that's all the pictures I got. That's all the visual aids I have for you on this one. But it goes on. What else we got? We got a couple care packages. I got a care package from Mr. Dode last time. We showed you guys that, and we're going to continue on that. We are waiting for some stuff from Mr. Steve Ball, who's going to get us our cozies and whatnot. We're going to put those together with some stickers. We're going to send them out to the Dode. We're going to do it to Bob, because
he was on.
He was on as well. And then our most recent interview, Jamie.
Basically, if you've been interviewed on this show, you're getting a care package.
We're going to send you out some cozies and some stickers so you can spread the love. And we want to spread the love to you, because thank you very much for being on the cast. So we want to do that.
Yes.
What else we got here? I saw something that was kind of unnerving.
What'd you see?
Miss Renee, the Canadian hottie, had an issue with getting some money from somebody. I guess she bought some parts and they never showed up.
I think I heard about this.
And I know it's probably a couple weeks now when this is gone, but I wanted to bring it up. And I stayed out of it, but I loved how you guys all handled it, and it is amazing. I think somebody on there said, don't fuck with the Scion community, because we'll get you.
It's a small niche community, and you can't get away with shit like that.
And I'm not going to...
Especially with the internet being the way it is, because it's really not hard to light somebody up and put them on blast. It's not.
No, and I'm not going to bring any names up and
I'm not
poke any fingers or anything. But if you don't do what you're said you're going to do, fucking send the money back. Don't be a fucking douchebag, because you know what? It sucks. And I know people not in the Scion community, but in the Hot Wheels community, myself included, that I've bought shit and people are just like, meh. It's like, fuck you guys. You know what? If you got to do that shit, maybe you need the fucking money more than I do. But you know what? Fuck off. I hate that shit. It struck a nerve when I put it to the Hot Wheels.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Another post that I saw was somebody mentioned that that people are not spending money on quality parts. And it kind of got me thinking. I posted a couple things up there, but it really got me thinking about some things. And I think it's going to change my view on some of it. We've got to understand, our vehicles are getting old, especially the first gens. And basically, what's happening, I think, is that we're getting a lot of people that are handing them off to their kids. And these kids are getting them now.
There's things that are ending up on used car lots for under $3,000.
Right. So we've got to understand that there's people grabbing these things that have no clue what's going on. And that's why, they don't want to spend money on a freaking part because they don't have it. They're working at freaking McDonald's and whatnot, but they're going to get $15 an hour soon. So then you can start
buying in Illinois by 2025.
But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. That's part of it. But what we've got to understand is that now we've got to embrace that and go, I know we all kind of look at the stuff online and we see the pictures. I think there was a post this the other day that was, how do I take off my rearview mirror? I know, dude. I was
The
like,
famous answer that never fails to show up on any stupid question like that. Hit it with your purse. Every post. It doesn't even apply to Scion. It's every post on any car page.
but wait a minute, guys. You got to understand. That kid doesn't know anything.
No, there's a trick to it. You gotta.
And we've got to teach these kids that. So, yeah, Snickers.
Can't be a
do
dick
whatever,
all
but,
the time.
But come on. Let's show some support to these guys and take them under our wing and do it because, some of us are getting older, and that's what we're supposed to do. If we don't teach these people, they're just going to freaking keep doing the same thing, and with no guidance, it sucks. And not only if they don't get any guidance, they're going to disappear, and we're already losing a lot of people. So let's try to steer these people in the right direction. Other than that, the other thing I want to bring up is there seems to be a lot of action on trailers here, and I know Mr. Steve Ball. He's working on it. He just sent me some videos. I didn't have time to put them in here, Steve, but I saw the videos. He's got the front rails cut off of it, and he's working on that. It looks pretty good. But, I think there's another one, a black one that we saw pictures of. I think that one just recently sold. I don't know who bought it, but that one sold, so that's out there. I think there's, 4 or 5 of them out there now.
There's a few of them. I think they're cool, but I don't think I'm ever going to build one.
No, it's definitely cool. I don't see myself doing that either. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. If you guys have got any trailers or whatnot that you're working on, let us know. Not only that,
shoot us some pictures.
Shoot us some pictures of whatever you are. This news section is going to be just this. We're going to do this kind of like every other episode, and we want to throw stuff up here. So if you're building something, you got something cool, something unique, taillights that you're building, Mr. James Yorko, we want to see it.
Yeah, where's those taillights?
What else we got out there? Steve Ball, he's got videos. That'll probably make it in the next one. Instead of showing him dancing, we'll show him cutting something up. But
that might be a little more interesting.
That's what we want. I want to see those pictures so I can put you guys up here and spread the love because that's going to bring the community together. I'm not going to make fun of everybody.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe. I do. But I don't mean anything by it.
True.
Should I just say it? We love you, Crystal. I'm sorry I make fun of you all the time.
So I got a tech bulletin for people who don't know.
Yes.
On the XB2s, all of the TRD big brake kits that were options at the dealership at the time of purchase, they are all recalled. All of them. So they want all the XBs to go to dealerships and verify they don't have brake kits because apparently your average consumer can't tell the difference. But what's happening is they're claiming them to be defective. So if you have to bring it in, or I guess you don't have to, but either way, you bring it in, they remove them, they give you brand new stock brake components, and they reimburse you the value of the brake kit. So if you've got those brakes, go take advantage of that. Supposedly they're gonna remake them and fix the issue with them, but I see somebody doesn't give a rat's ass.
I'm sorry. I'm looking my beard's bent. Anyway, if you guys have those brakes and you know for sure, go in there, get it handled.
Just let them go do it. There's other recalls on them too. Let the dealership do their thing. And because here's the other thing: if you don't, you're either A, might be rolling around with brakes that are faulty, and it'll become a problem when you go to sell it. It'll be like if somebody runs the VIN on it, like let's say you try to sell it or something, it'll be flagged that it's got an unfixed recall.
It's a safety issue, guys. If you know you got it, go get it taken care of. If you don't and you're not sure, take it in.
It's a fucking sweet deal. You get a brake job out of the deal, and you get whatever. Okay, those brake kits are like what, $1,100?
Money.
They refund you. They write you a check for the value of the brakes.
That's nice.
That's a win-win. A brake job and $1,100 cash.
Do you got those?
No, I didn't spend $1,100 on brakes that are slightly bigger. I wanted them, but I couldn't swing it.
So, all right, guys.
At the time.
What else you got, Pee-wee?
The XB with the Cadillac front end, the front clip.
Oh, dude, I didn't.
You don't have a picture of it, don't you?
You didn't.
I sent it to you.
You did, and I didn't pull it up. I'm sorry.
Everyone knows what it looks like. It's been posted, but it's been scrapped.
We mentioned
sadly.
it just in the last couple episodes ago. I think it was in the news portion where The guy was.
And he said he was gonna fix it up and whatever, and I guess the motor went.
It was Steve, wasn't it? Steve Salas. Steve
Yeah.
Salas, I believe was his name. We posted up there
Yeah,
saying
from
that he just got
vertically challenged.
Not vertically challenged. He's a freak's nature.
No. Wait.
No, I think you're right. I don't know.
No, it was vertically challenged.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyhow,
those guys. I guess what
that
happened.
sucks.
I guess what happened was he had somebody that was going to buy it. The guy took it, blew the motor up, and
Didn't have any money.
dropped it off, and then disappeared. Which is
That's
sad.
a great way. That's a double fuck you.
Yeah, it's fucked up that people are like
That's
that.
awful.
But it's sad to say that thing's gone. I know there was people that were talking about trying to get it in the junkyard to get the front end off of it, but if I remember right, it's fabric on the front, and I don't think probably because the bodywork wasn't finished. So you may, if you get it, you're gonna have a little bit of work.
You're gonna have to work it, but I think it's done enough where you can make it work.
But
it saves you some labor. But
he's gone. There's another person that left XB World. He's now got Cadillac, which is pretty tight, but. You know, it's cool.
Cadillacs are cool, but
it's cool to see what he's up to. But then again, it's another XV person that's gone. So, what else you got?
I think that's gonna wrap it. World of Wheels is coming up. That's Autorama is the first week in March. Chicago's World of Wheels is the second week in March. I'll be there. Oz will be there.
Yeah, so definitely, if you guys are in Chicago area, hit it up. I know the Detroit one, which is next weekend, which is probably going to be over by the time this is out.
Yes.
You could always hit there, but definitely if you're in the Chicago area, hit us up. Pee Wee's going to have his Bitch Please. We'll be there, and she will be shining. So for sure, check that out. And that's going to wrap up this portion. We're going to just move right into the next one with our featured guest. And we will see you on the other side of this commercial. Okay, everybody, we are here with our special guests, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves so I don't have to butcher any more names.
My name is Jamie Stavert.
And I'm Derek Johnson.
It's good to have you guys on. For those of you guys who don't know, Jamie has probably one of the cleanest XB1s I know of. I think her, I'm going to change it. You guys are right here now. Will and her are on the same
They're
thing.
both, they're nice. I like them.
Thank you.
So go ahead, Pee-wee. I'll let you take over from here.
Well, let's just start off. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves and your background with cars?
Well, our first car that we got and started building was a 82 Datsun King Cab truck.
Ooh. Okay.
Lowered that, drove it until it went to the wrecking yard, and then our next vehicle after that we had was an 87 S10 Blazer that was also slammed to the ground on center lines.
There you go.
So you guys are kind of mini truck world too.
I was just about to say.
We're still in it because I got a 1997 Nissan King Cabs build the old 1990s build on it right now.
Nice.
Sweet.
So came from mini trucks and found the XB.
Seems to happen a lot.
I'm finding more and more people that have a background in mini trucking that end up buying into XBs. So I've been noticing that.
I was introduced to it by one of my coworkers. He had one, and I would go to lunch and stuff with him in it. And when I got laid off from my job, I told Derek I wanted one, and I found the NV green, and I love frogs, so I had to have the green.
Nice. I was just about to ask you about that. You hopped right into it.
I hate the car.
So is that?
He tried to talk me out of it.
Really? That's funny. But that's the thing. It's a thing with the XBs.
That's what he do. When he saw a few modified ones, that changed his opinion, and it was over after that.
But that's kind of the opinion. You either love the car or you absolutely hate it. I don't think there's really too many people that are in the middle on that, so that's kind of funny.
It's not like an Altima where you can not have an opinion. You either like it or you don't.
For sure.
Oh yeah, believe me, I've stood there at many car shows, and you hear people, they either hate it and are making fun of it, or they love it.
Oh, people talk so much crap. I've heard it all. I've heard every joke. People do those.
Well, that tall shifter I have, it's funny because so many people they walk by going like this, and it's like a fishing hook though. It gets their attention. It makes them stop and look inside.
My thing with those is, because I've got one too, I like it when you go through the drive-through with it, and the guy at the drive-through is like, "Is that your shifter?"
You drive through anywhere, and people turn.
It's crazy.
You can't ignore you, but.
Yeah, that's the thing with the bright green one. Wherever she goes, everybody's looking at it.
That color does grab attention.
Is that an RS1?
It is an RS3.
3, okay.
Yeah, it's a 2006, and I bought my first green one in 2008. About 4 months into it, I looked down to ash a cigarette, looked up, and I was running a red light and got hit.
No.
So found this one on eBay for sale, and we drove down to LA and bought it.
Yeah, after the wreck, and I saw how bad it was crunched, and she walked away from it, I'm like, okay, you can have another one.
Yeah, they seem to take accidents okay, but once they get hit, they total out like immediately.
Yeah, they total quick, but I mean, she was doing 30, and she hit a car and got hit by another car, and walked away with just the airbag burn.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it held up really well, but when I got the second one, it was a lower number in the special edition, and it was also a stick shift. So, I mean, really, I couldn't complain.
Oh, so you upgraded regardless.
Nice.
Yeah. Plus, it has the sunroof.
It has the Webasto panoramic sunroof in it as well.
Okay.
Which is from a Renault Twingo.
Okay. I don't know anything about that.
Is that a dealership option, or is that an aftermarket install?
It's an aftermarket thing, but Webasto puts sunroof in cars, and they covered up the label. The sunroof actually comes from a car in Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. That's how the Legacy tops are. They sell the power canvas tops. They're out of a European model, and that's how they sell that. So what's done to that XB that we don't know about?
What isn't touched on the XB?
I for sure. The more pictures I got, and you guys sent me quite a few great pictures, and I just kept looking, going, wow, there's more and more and more done. It's just so many little details.
Yeah, that's the thing is I just wanted to make sure to touch everything, but I didn't want it to go overboard. I mean, I like some of the JDM stuff, but some of it's over the top for me, so I couldn't go, the chrome door handles is a little too much for me.
Yeah.
To me, it just kind of feels like the Mexican mini truck when you have too much chrome on it. So
yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, the fender flares and all that. Yeah, definitely feel that.
Some of the Japanese trends, just because it's Japanese doesn't make it good.
No, I always post that all the time. About just because it's Japanese doesn't mean it's cool. That's my saying I say all the time.
I'm going to tell you what the lamest one, the modification I see people doing and spending way too much, are the poles, the parking poles. They're like these little poles that come out of the bumper.
Oh.
Yes, I saw some for sale last night from a JDM.
Yeah.
Dom.
Dom was selling them. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, do Japanese people just not know how to park?
No, they don't.
It's a small car. It's not like it's a truck.
Yeah, but did you know what the American version is? The curb feelers that they had in the 70s, there was like a little spring that hung down from the bumper, and it would go doing when you hit something.
Curb feelers. That's great.
People can't park. I mean, come on. Our rims would all look a lot better if people knew how to park.
Well,
we
yeah.
had all the rims from Japan, and it's hard finding a set that isn't curbed to hell.
Oh, yeah.
I've never bought wheels from Japan, but I could imagine.
Well, yeah, and they've got a lot less space, and then for them to be able to park, it's got to be a pain in the ass.
Well, even Oz, you work at a body shop, you deal with cars with backup cameras and lane departure warnings, and people still crash back into shit.
I drive my car that doesn't have any of that, and I get to work and fix all these cars that have all that crap, and then I'm backing a car out of the thing, and it's dinging and scaring the shit out of me because I don't know what I'm...
Oh, I drove a new Subaru, and it was like that. It was like too much.
It doesn't trust that you know the circumference of the car,
Exactly.
Well, I find that all that technology enables morons to drive like morons. That's what it does.
Well, like you were saying when we were talking before, with the driving an automatic, you get bored. And that's what those people, they don't have to drive. They can be on their phone doing whatever they want now.
Yep.
Oh, they are. I mean, I'm out in California, and it's insane how many people are on their stupid phones.
Oh, it's a problem here, too. I think that's a nationwide epidemic.
Yeah. It's worse than drunk drivers, that's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what else I've learned, because I recently learned how to drive stick shift proficiently, and I have learned all of people's lousy habits while driving. Rolling up, letting your foot off the brake and rolling up at a stoplight for no reason. People like to pull right up to your bumper behind you.
Oh, yeah.
And I can imagine in California, that's got to be even worse because you got so many hills out there.
I remember her first time driving the stick in San Francisco. Some of those hills are so steep, and you're coming up, you can't even see the intersection. All you see is good.
Dude, that would scare the crap out of me.
I think that's an art to be able to drive in San Fran with a stick shift.
It is. It really is. Most of the time I let him drive because I just... No.
You got to be good at using the e-brake sometimes on those hills.
Yeah, my XA, there's no e-brake in that, so hill starts are always fun. I figured out how to get on it and just get it to go. The other thing I do is when I roll up to the stoplight, if I see someone coming up behind me, I let it roll back 2 or 3 feet so they see that oh, hey, why is he rolling backwards? And I notice people will give you more space.
I'd have to do it where you just air out, lay the body on the ground, take off dragging and air up and go.
That would work too. So
what's personal e-brake?
Yeah,
you're right. So what's it like living in California?
Warm.
I could imagine.
I don't know. You guys said it was 50. We did that last week.
Yeah, we had 50 degrees last week, and now it's 30 degrees and raining. It was
20 and snow.
I think we're up to 60 now.
All right, you guys won.
Yeah, that's like 2 months away here. So what's
It's nice. The show season can start earlier and run later. We don't have to deal with the snow really out here. So we're about an hour and a half from San Francisco. We're Sacramento, so we're always driving regardless. So we don't mind making the couple-hour journey for car shows. We're about 300 miles from LA, but we don't go down there as often for shows.
Yeah.
We're just mostly hang out up in the NorCal area.
So, how's the car culture in California? Is it as awesome as everyone's telling me it is, or is that a myth?
It is. It's awesome out here, and you get the builds that are just extreme builds out here. Everywhere you go, people are into cars.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I went through a drive-through yesterday, and the guy was asking me about the fitment on my commuter car. You know.
That's awesome. Well, you know, it reminds me. One of the questions I always had with California is how do you guys end up building something because you don't really have a downtime? You know, here, you know, we get winter and everybody goes and hibernates for a while and works on shit in the garage. But what do you guys do over there when you don't have that much downtime?
We're just always working on stuff whenever we can.
Either working on the house, working on the car, or trying to make money to pay for the car.
Well, that's the idea. You have two vehicles to play with. So one can be built and then one can be worked on, and then you just take turns.
Well, I guess that works.
It's kind of like here.
Her car was a commuter car forever until we bought her the Volkswagen. So she would commute to Scion daily. She drove 120 miles a day round trip for work.
Wow.
That's almost what I'm doing. I think I've got it figured out. I drive about 87 miles round trip.
So when you were doing that, the commuter, was it the way it is now?
No. The air ride was underneath the car. I didn't have the full setup in the trunk at that time, and it was before I put on the Garson body kit.
Okay.
And she had like the cambered wheels in the back where it drove horrible down the freeway.
Oh,
yeah, we
God.
call steering suggestive.
Yeah, I see we ditched the tilty wheels now. Now we're on nice tight fitment.
Yeah, well, I mean, she'd drive on a windy road, and every time she took a corner, the traction control light would beep. And it
Brake
would
track me, and it was obnoxious.
Oh, wow. How much camber were you running in the rear that it was doing that?
-3.
That's not even a lot.
No.
Well, you guys have those funky roadways where there's no drainage. Like the drainage is built into the roadways, right? Or is that an LA thing?
But nice thing about California roads is most of the corners are all banked like a racetrack, so it makes it easier to drive them.
I did not know that. Interesting.
Yeah. Or if you drive out here, a lot of the corners are banked, and it makes it easier. So
That would make for a lot of speeding tickets.
Oh, I don't think I couldn't have a fast car. That's why everything I drive is slow. Keeps me out of trouble.
I think 87 was the last speeding ticket I got.
Wow. Man, I think you'd lose your license for that.
87, I mean, I don't know.
It's 70 on I-5 because we live like 300 miles from LA. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
on I-5. And so, yeah, he told me if I'd been doing under 85, he wouldn't have stopped me.
Oh, wow.
That's the threshold is 85.
yep.
Oh, that 3 miles an hour ain't so bad.
Where we come from, it's under 9 you're fine, over 10 you're mine. That's how it works out here.
I don't know, man. Where you maybe here?
On the expressways, when you get out here, I don't know.
Yeah, when you're out here in the boonies, it's like you do anything wrong, they're pulling you over.
Out here where we live, it's hard to get a cop to pull anybody over.
Oh,
Yeah, we live in a rural kind of area, so there's just not a lot of cops either.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, what do you have? Like, do you even have a town police officer here?
No.
What do you have, a county sheriff?
Yeah, we have sheriffs
Yeah.
that are called Patterson Police, so yeah.
Well, in my town, I don't even know what the population is here, but we have one cop car, and the mayor drives around in it on Halloween so that nobody does anything stupid to hurt the kids.
Nice.
That's a lot smaller than we are.
This is like a real, like, 2-horse town.
Yeah, we've only
By
got...
me, our police department's huge. I live in a town of like 32,000 people, and they've got like 25 squad cars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
That's too many people.
That is too
Most
many
of the
people.
towns, our rural, like where we live, most of the towns have 60 to 70,000 people in them.
Man, that's so many people.
Well, yeah, it's California. It's overcrowded.
Well, you got to think Sacramento has a population of over 1 million.
Yeah.
That's true.
I can't do that, man. We go to the city for some of these shows, and, man, you get, like, anxiety sometimes. You're like, oh,
I roll into Chicago. I can't even take it. I drove through Chicago. I got off on Fullerton for all our local people. They have potholes. I'm not even kidding you. There are 8-inch deep potholes just in the middle of the road. I'm like, okay, I am never going to take my XB here, ever.
Yeah.
And now I'm
Same
going to
thing
be...
here. The roads are horrible.
All
Yeah, you
right.
can drive around San Francisco and find potholes like that easily.
Man, I would have thought something was more like Japan over there with all, you see everybody driving these static rides out there and thinking, oh, well, the road's got to be perfect, but I guess
No.
That's about that. Okay, so we just busted a huge myth because I always thought the roads were nice.
No.
The roads are crap out here. Her old set of rims, they got bent lips on them from, hitting potholes that you didn't see. It's horrible.
Yeah, we've lost a few sets of rims to potholes out here.
Wow.
That's terrible. So with California, is there how hard is it to deal with the laws? Like when it comes to modifying a vehicle, do you find it hard to combat that, or do you just do it anyway?
We find ways around it.
Yeah, and most of the time, she's only been pulled over for window tint. So that's the only thing she's ever been pulled over for.
When I first bought the car, they made me pop the hood, but I still had the dealer plate on it. I hadn't done anything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They kind of single people out. Like when we're doing a caravan to LA one time, they pull over the whole group of cars because we were all traveling together. But, unless you're doing something stupid, they really don't bother you down here.
Right.
But they are cracking down because all the sideshows that have been happening.
Yeah, I've been hearing about the sideshows, and that's why they're cracking down on all of that.
Yeah. It's getting bad out here, and it's just putting a bad name.
They don't even do car meets in parking lots that often anymore because there's always somebody being an ass and peeling out and bringing the cops.
That is so lame.
It is.
It's always that one guy with the car that he borrowed from mom and dad too.
Oh yeah, it's dad's C5 or whatever,
Yep.
And he usually breaks it too.
Oh yeah, smokes the clutch trying to do a burnout.
That's always fun.
Oh, it's a smoky burnout. I'm like, no, that's a burnt clutch, dude.
Every time there's a huge cars and coffee event, they'll get thousands of cars there, but someone's always wrecking their car and leaving it.
I've heard the cars and coffee in California are always real crazy.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
We went to one that was in Alameda, and it took us 2.5 hours just in line waiting to get into it.
Oh my God.
Damn.
That is way too long to get into anything.
And the cars and coffee we got here, it's too early, and we're like, I'm not going.
They're like, oh, we're going to meet at 7. I'm like, nah.
Well, we have the issue where we're over an hour away from everything, so if we go to a Cars and Coffee, it's an hour and a half, 2-hour drive just to get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, we've got one, and it's done by Envious out here in Schaumburg. It's about an hour and away, and man, I get 2 days to sleep in, and that's it's too early for that.
Same here.
I'd rather be rinsing on the car than be waiting in line to get in a coffee event.
Yeah, sure. I find it crazy that you'd have to wait. Usually it's roll in, park, and go grab coffee, but.
Guys, what'd you think of that? Another great interview? I think they're only getting better. Is it just me?
I think they're getting better.
Pee-wee, where the hell are your sunglasses?
You know what? We went high def, so I figured...
High def? You just wanted to look fabulous.
I look fabulous.
Does Pee-wee not look fabulous? I don't know. He's a
Stop.
He is a handsome man.
My shirt and my hat helps.
Yes.
So
I've never seen you so pale before.
Well, it's because I don't wear white. I haven't worn a white shirt in a decade.
I know.
Except this. This is the exception. The only exception.
And you know what? This is the only place we can wear white Not like I'm wearing white.
Yeah,
but
no,
because we can stay clean for 5
I am
minutes.
irresponsible. I can't handle a white shirt.
So, we did a great interview. We got to meet a couple more people that are great. And we all know right now that Jamie has one of the most killer boxes out there. And she's not a man. I'm just going to say it. She's not a man. Get this thing going, and we're like trying to keep these little sections to 10 minutes. I think we didn't make it on the last one, but
we were close.
Anyway, so we're going to do our shout-outs. Pee-wee, you got any shout-outs?
Ray got me my wood things. They came out perfect. Other than that,
thanks, Rick, for giving Pee-wee wood.
I shouted out. I shouted out my last couple cool people I talked to online the last.
That did not go right, Pee-wee.
No, you took that for a loop.
I did.
It was going fine until
you said you shot it out. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Man, we should have drank more beer.
Yeah, we didn't. That's the problem. We didn't have enough.
And we didn't even have tacos. We had Burger King. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Let's do a quick couple shout-outs. I got Mr. Kenneth. Okay, Pee-wee, you're my translator. How do you say that? Miosek? Mazik?
I think. I don't know.
Kenneth Mazik?
I don't know, dude. Y'all need to get easier last names.
Now I know how those guys feel when they're reading off the ones at the awards. I just be like, hey, you got this. Come get it. Kenneth. I talked to Kenneth. I'm going to put Kenneth on the spot. He came to me.
Yeah.
He said, I want a ragtop.
Great.
He's in Philadelphia.
Yes.
He wants to put that truck right there. Have us cut it on film.
Bring it on down. That sounds
we will
like a good
do
time
that
to
bitch
me.
in HD.
We have actual cameras now. Because the last time we tried to do it on mine, and it was bad.
No, we won't do it live.
It was. You know, it's funny. A bunch of people tried to watch it, and I don't think anyone ever finished it.
I got a like from it, our Facebook one today. But we'll do it. We're gonna put him on the spot. He actually said this. He's like, I want to do this. Then he asked the wife.
Yeah, how did that go?
His wife said it was good, but then he said she was
right.
thinking about it, going, "Are you really going to let these guys cut into the thing?" And
who else should do it? We've done what, 3 of them now?
Apparently, we are really charming because after watching the video where we were talking about ourselves, she said, "Yeah, go ahead."
Set it. Let's go. Let's set a date and do it.
So that's an idea, and I put it on here, Kenneth. So now you're on the spot. So
yeah. So now your wife has to say yes.
But anyway, another thing that Mr. Kenneth did, he was a nice guy that put that meme up when we had so many fucking problems.
Oh, that's right.
So many goddamn problems. Thanks, AT&T. Thank you.
AT&T fucked us.
Fuck AT&T and fuck Kohl's.
Yeah. We're still mad at Kohl's.
Those two are not related.
We're still mad at Kohl's.
But anyway, he threw that meme up. Dude, it totally made me give me a warm fuzzy. Thanks, Kenneth.
It did.
Another guy I got to do a shout out to is Mr. Will Rucker. I'm sorry, Will Rucker. I got to thank him a lot. He's got a skateboard on its way. Will, it didn't make it here. Hopefully by the time this thing airs, it'll have gotten here, because if it's not, we're all fucked.
We're going to have a problem.
He got me a skateboard to paint for the Cruise to the Pines. It's going to be one of their trophies. I got to thank him a lot for that, because he came to me and said, dude, I threw your name in there, and it's an honor to do that. And I thank you, Will, for that. We got to also thank Mr. Rick for Mr. Blah, blah. I don't say blah, 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 blah. The kids will get that one. Rick over at Box Lifestyle. We got to thank him a lot. He personally gave us an invite to come down for the Bovagon 4, which was when? October 5th?
Yes. At
the Urinary Tract Infection Stadium?
Yes.
In Orlando. So we're going to try to make that.
It's probably a great venue to do that at.
Yeah, just make sure that you're on your medication before you get there.
Take your antibiotics with you.
All right, guys. That was fun. But anyway, that was our quick little shout outs. We're going to shut this thing off. We're going to let you guys enjoy another one of these quality commercials that we've got here. Yeah, we got commercials.
They're good commercials.
We took the voiceover out, so you can just enjoy the music.
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Woo! Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that 1st and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go.